but you're making your face, yeah. So cut out your tongue and take all your money. It's just an excuse to say making progress at the detriment of those who can't afford the privilege. My skin is a bullet if what they claim is true at all. Yeah, I want to be different, so give me some more. We live in the world of absolutists. Feel my pulses, take my temperature, dictate my feelings. Give me a reason why I want to hate you. Nothing compares to your adolescence. It's obvious to all. Are you offended now in seeing red again? But oh, I can think of it, the boy who cried wolf in the end. And all we need is a reason to make our
Hello? Can anybody? Hello? Hello? Oh, wait, we might have audio. I think we have audio. Hooray! Let's see if we have audio. Can anybody hear me? Let's see if we have audio. Okay. So you guys can hear me now? All right. You're not gonna believe this workaround, everybody, but I had to plug in my headset just to talk into the headset microphone. Who's sitting beside me? What do you got? Come on.
Sir.
We're gonna actually start the stream now, fellas. Let's get back into positions.
Sorry.
Everybody get back into positions. We're gonna pretend that none of that terribleness happened.
I was having so much fun vamping.
Vamping.
Yeah, it's when you got to kill time in the show, you know?
Yeah. Okay, so let's do a little sound check. Everybody said they can hear me. Can everybody hear Brian when Brian talks? Brian, say something.
I like it when people can hear me talk. You know what's great? The sound of.
Yeah, we all.
Okay, so, and then Joe. Can everybody hear Joe?
Well, if everybody can hear Brian and everybody can hear you, they could probably hear me.
Well, I'm hoping maybe they could. We'll see how this works.
We'll see. There is a bit of a glass shield right here, isn't there?
A bit of a glass shield. All right. So sorry for the issues, everybody. I apologize. It's been a weird afternoon with my laptop. It worked fine most of the day. I did all this video editing, got everything ready. Came here, and then all of a sudden I had nothing but sound card issues. Thought I had everything fixed. Joe is soft but okay. Nope.
Nope, we're not
Nope.
on that one.
Nope. That's what she said. Oh my gosh.
Sounds like an episode of Imperial Fall.
You guys are a bad influence on me.
I know.
So I do apologize for sure because I thought I had everything fixed, and then all of a sudden we go live. I thought there was sound during the intro. I guess I don't know for sure if there was or not. I thought there was. And then we go here and we go on camera, and then all of a sudden there's no audio. So I apologize. These things happen when you're scrambling. And it was a bit of a scramble because one, there's no Jeff tonight. I don't know if anybody noticed, but there's no Jeff. He's not here. So I thought I would substitute one Jeff with. I thought I would substitute one Jeff with a Brian and Joe. Where are you going, Joe?
I'm leaving because Jeff's not here.
Oh, you're leaving because Jeff's not here. See, Joe needs to be the star of the show. I understand. Okay. So how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well. I'm having a bit of a strange week, Brian.
How are you?
I am. I'm having a strange, and I'm glad you're here because you've served me drinks before, and it always helps when I talk to my bartender.
Oh, yeah.
So you're going to be my bartender tonight as I cry into my delicious Jones Soda root beers.
Sure.
Because it's a weird week for me on a personal level. On a personal level, my store here north of Exile Games is in the final stages of shutting down.
That's right.
This coming Saturday will be the last ever Genesis Battle of Champions event that we host here at the store.
Yep.
Also, it'll be the last ever Pokemon Kids event that day. And I don't know if we're going to open much after the Saturday. We might open up 1 or 2 days for ice cream if the weather's nice. Or I might just sit here and cry in the empty store eating ice cream by myself, or with you if you want to join me for some crying and ice cream.
I like both of those things.
Perfect, right? So there we go. I've got my support network here.
Yeah.
I'm just going to refresh the chat because I know that I had a friend one time who didn't refresh the chat and then nobody saw the comments, and I don't want that to happen to me.
It's one time.
One time. Yeah.
Do you know this friend?
So I'm just checking to make sure. Just gonna type something in the chat just to make sure that it's still working. So I will say, hi, folks. I'll even spell it right. Hi, folks. There we go. So on a personal level, it's a weird week for me. It's a little hard to say goodbye to the store, but also at the same time, it's been announced that I'm going to be working part-time helping out good friends of mine at a different store, Jack's on Queen in Elmville, helping them build their Genesis community, keep growing their pet Pokemon community, and playing some other games too. So I get to keep using some of my skills that I've gained over the last few years of running a game store and help other people in another store with that. So that makes me happy. I get to keep doing that. And I'm definitely happy about the fact that once this store closes down, I'm going to have a lot more time available in my work weeks to work on Genesis Battle of Champions, to do all the executive behind the scenes stuff that needs to get done.
Yeah.
because there's always lots of emails. There's always lots of stuff. Oh yeah, yes, Ishmael. I guess you didn't hear. Yeah, we're been going out of business for about a month now. So we're only open for another week or so, and then it'll be gone. So yeah, we're going into a new phase of our lives. Running the card game takes a lot of time and effort, and it's going really well. So we want to focus our efforts into that. That, and I think Janice just wants me home more of the time. She says she misses me when I do these 8-hour work weeks, and you know, she, I got to listen
Did you
to
mean
her.
to say?
No, I think he meant it. I think that's what he meant.
Did you mean to say 80-hour work week?
Did it sound like 8 hours? Because
It
in my
sounded like
head,
an
I
8-hour work week, and I
yeah,
was like, "Geez, must be
no,
nice to be the boss."
yeah, no, 80-hour work weeks. Fair enough. Yeah, no, I meant to say 80, not eight, but that was a little bit of a slip. That was a Joe slip. So I was channeling my inner Joe, right? Because you're the boss of your company. You hardly work at all, don't you?
Barely. And when I do work, I just make pictures.
Makes pictures. That's good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited. Got a little bit of good news on the Genesis levels too, in so much as over in Aurelia, which isn't far away from where we currently are in Midland, there's another store that's expressed interest in bringing in Genesis. I think sometime in the next 2 to 3 weeks, I'm going to be going over to Cody's Trading Cards in Aurelia and doing some welcome to the game, learn to play kind of events, and that's going to be exciting. So shout out to Cody over in Aurelia. We had a couple stores bring in product recently in Genesis down in Ohio that we mentioned last week. One was in Ravenna, and I'm just blanking on the names. One was Battleground, and I should have looked it up before I said it. There were two really cool stores, and they're like an hour away from each other. So we're doing good. We're getting new stores. Things are growing. It's exciting times. And now the fun part is I get to reveal tonight who the final champion is for Metamorphosis. It's a champion that's so nice. We had to host the show thrice. We needed 3 hosts to properly present this, and it's gonna be fun. It's a really cool champion. I don't even want to say anything about it. I want people to get the full effect of this spoiler. Um, yeah. Geez, guys, chat. Anything you want to say, guys? How's it feel to be here tonight?
It feels really great to be here. Well, I'm speaking for Joe. I think maybe to say that it's always good to see you, and in terms of our YouTube channel, like we love to do stuff about Genesis, and now here we are in the official Genesis live stream, which is
We've
great.
made it, Brian.
We've made it.
Well,
And
it was those 2 exciting episodes of Genesis gameplay the last 2 weeks.
yeah, if you've never seen our channel, we are Imperial Pulls. You can find Pulls. And we do mainly card pulls. We pull lots of Genesis because that's our favorite, but we also do some Pokemon and Magic and FAB and things like that. But recently we've been doing some Genesis gameplay, and people seem to really have been taking to that. So we'll do that more. And if you're into that, and seeing that you're here, maybe you are, check us out and just you know.
Could you guys maybe just put your hands up to the camera? Because Damien says in the chat he only recognizes Joe and Brian by their hands now. So I guess you guys have a hand modeling career ahead of you now, thanks to your Genesis gameplay streams and
That's
your
right.
other pack openings and exciting things of that
Do you
nature.
recognize Joe when he's not getting his butt whooped?
Hey.
Oh.
Let's go back to 2 weeks ago, Mr. Fitz.
I don't remember anything that.
Yeah.
It's a long ways to go back.
That's a long ways to go. That don't live in the past, Joe.
Right?
Good. So you haven't beaten me yet today. Good.
So anyway, but we're really excited to be here,
Absolutely.
and
And this has been our home. This has been our LGS.
yeah.
Many years.
Yeah.
For me personally, some of you might know I worked here at North of Exile for a while, and really, they say, people have 3 places. You've got your home, your work, and your third place. And for me, for a while, this was 2 of those things.
Yeah.
And now it's been my third place that I go, and where I know everybody, and we have a really
Sometimes
good
you want to
time.
go where everybody knows your name.
Yeah,
And Joe's always glad you came.
yeah. It's true.
You want to be
So-
where you can see that your troubles are all the same. Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows
Yeah.
your name.
Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got, and taking a break from like all your worries, it sure would help a lot.
It sure would help a
Yeah.
lot.
So, so thanks for that.
Yeah.
And you know what? Like, I know it is a sad thing that the store is closing.
Definitely bittersweet.
It's definitely bittersweet, but
Yep.
I like to think that it was better that better to have loved and lost,
Yeah.
right? Is the expression than not at all, and I think
Yeah.
that applies here.
Well, I think the exciting thing is that it means that Genesis is going to continue to grow.
Yeah.
Because the attention can go to Genesis, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm really excited about. Oh, come on.
Showed him, I showed him your comments there.
Thanks for tuning in, Will.
But we're here to talk about Genesis too, and I'm really excited about this champion that you've been telling us about.
Yeah.
Well, we don't actually know anything about it. We just know that it's coming and it's going to be cool.
Yeah, I haven't given them any spoilers at all. Here's what I need from the viewers at home, because now I'm paranoid that we're gonna have sound issues. What I want to do is in a few seconds I'm gonna start the spoiler video, but I'm only gonna let it play for 5 or 6 seconds so you can see like the Genesis logo fly across the screen. And then I need the people in the chat to let me know if they could hear any sound from it. Because I don't want to get into the video and we're a minute into it and nobody's heard a sound and they're seeing spoilers and not knowing what's going on. So when I go in just a few seconds and I start the spoiler video, please, if the people at home could let us know if you hear any sound. If it works good, then we'll go back in and we'll watch the whole spoiler video.
Yeah.
Does that sound good, Bri?
Let's do it.
All right, so we're going to start this. I'm going to let it play for about 5 or 10 seconds, and then let us know in the chat if you hear it. Thanks, folks. All right. Yeah. The big question for the people watching in the chat, because they're going to be they're always 5 to 10 seconds delayed behind us.
Yeah.
So after 5 or 10 seconds, let us know.
No sound.
No sound. Okay. I'm glad I tried that first. I had to find that out.
Well, why don't we act it out?
React to that.
Can we do that, you and me? We don't know what the video is, but we could try.
In a world
In a world
That's right.
of metamorphosis.
plagued with audio.
That's us.
One man must fight OBS
Yeah.
to tell the truth to the world.
Okay, so we're going to try it a second time. We're going to go back again. I've changed it to a different setting. We'll see if this helps. The world. All right. So, it looks like there might have been sound. So there was sound that time?
Huzzah!
All right, here we go, folks. This is going to be
right.
great.
I had faith in you.
I'm very relieved that we found some sort of workaround that will make this work, because I wanted to share the spoiler tonight. So here we go, folks. No more teasing. This time it's for real. You guys are going to get to see who the final champion is. And then guess when we get back. Enjoy, folks. The world is in metamorphosis.
And this is the devil's number.
Demons. I know what you think. It's what I thought. It's what everyone thinks. You think you would know a demon if you were confronted with one, if it asked you to do it a favor. You'd think you'd recognize a demon with its leathery wings and fangs, just the embodiment of evil. But that's what everybody thinks. And quite frankly, everyone is wrong. And sure, you're run-of-the-mill demons that just want to hurt people and get up to mischief, or maybe maybe wipe out a few villages. Those demons, you can see them a mile away. But sometimes anyone can be in a beautiful place and be seduced by someone who has a beautiful face. More often than not, that's how many sad victims have lost their souls. Not through promises of power and glory and wealth or revenge, but often through promises of love and passion and belonging. And that's what would lead to this fateful night 6 years ago, and how a human champion would be giving orders to demons. Tell me you know what to do.
We are to wait until the sun's final light fades into nothingness. You will be guarding the village near the river's edge. When we approach, you will ensure no one sounds the alarm. Then we will begin burning the buildings to the ground.
And if anyone should manage to escape their building,
We will make sure there are no survivors. The metamorphosis cannot happen if we wipe out the champion's bloodline today.
good. Just remember, failure will not be tolerated. The champion's bloodline must be wiped out now, and the metamorphosis must be prevented. And if you fail, you'll be lucky if I'm the one who deals with you. I have a feeling my lover is much less forgiving.
What?
Come on.
Right?
What?
All right. Who had Oni in their pool? Come on. Anybody? Anybody?
I don't think anybody's had Oni in their any.
Hey, we had that game that we did, the 3G game with Oni, but did not expect this.
No, that I did not expect that at all. That's pretty cool.
Oni's back, and something has changed in Oni's life, and now Oni is a two-color champion.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Now, see, Jason, where we were here looking on the screen here, from our Joe and my perspective, we couldn't really read what the abilities were
Right.
on Oni. Are you able to maybe talk about that a little bit?
If you give me just a second here, I will be able to add that image and put it on the screen
Oh,
so it can be a
perfect.
little bigger. So I just gotta find the right setting here. It'll take me just a second here. Where is it?
But that is super cool, taking a champion and that, let's be honest, was a underutilized champion,
Mm-hmm.
and put a new spin on them. I think is a terrific idea.
Yeah, it's exciting that we're gonna see what happens with Oni. What's changed? What's new? It's gonna be exciting times, and how playable will Oni be? It's gonna be fun to find out.
It's in a way, it's too bad that Jeff isn't here, as he is a Oni fan, I guess.
Well, it's funny that you guys are here because I do remember you guys not that long ago happened to do a video on Imperial Pools that may have started off with OnlyFans.
That's right. We
I-
did a video a while back where we played with just 3 decks, only 3 cards,
Yeah.
and Oni as the champion. It was kind of
Oh.
a race to the bottom, and
Yeah.
and it went pretty well actually. It was kind of fun.
Surprisingly.
So I'm excited to see Oni make a comeback here.
Yeah, so that may or may not have been partly why I wanted to get you guys here. I'm going to squint off my phone to read the text sheet because,
Okay.
again, on our screen, we're working on a very small screen right now. So Oni, Agent of Change, that's the name. They are a champion who's also an assassin.
Oh,
That's their subtype as a champion. They have a swift ability, which is when they get exerted, they do 3 dark damage to a target in their awareness. Now they have an interesting awareness that's the square directly in front of them and the square directly behind them.
Oh,
that is interesting, and I think you could make some fun decks that way.
Yeah.
Huh.
Now there is a trigger called Backstab. When attack abilities played by you resolve and you are behind the target, negate an ability played by that target, and then you gain 5 aura.
Oh,
So let's say a champion is right in front of you and you manage to get behind them and they try and cast anything. You can like use backstab to negate that and you get a bit of aura back. So, because again, assassins tend to like to try to sneak up behind people. So there's some cool flavor there.
well, that's very interesting. I think that's going to be a popular champion in the next set.
Well, if you already think it's popular, wait till I tell you the other ability printed on the card.
Oh, there's another.
Oh, there is.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
there's 3 things. There's your dark attack that does 3 damage. There's your trigger for backstab, and then there's warp, where for 5, I think I think that looks like energy to me because again I'm just reading on a small screen. For 5 energy, if you are not in an enemy's awareness, you may move to a spot adjacent to a target in your awareness.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So, you get to move around a bit too when you're an assassin and you're sneaking around in the dark and nobody can see you. You get a little bonus movement there. So,
Wow.
pretty cool. Pretty cool.
This is very interesting. We got a question in the chat. Does it flip?
It does not flip.
It doesn't
This
appear
is
to flip.
no. If it flipped, we would have had to show that off in the video. There, we would
That's
have had
right.
to show both sides. So no, there's only a couple champions that flip. We didn't want to abuse anything and do it too much because then it's not special.
True. That's
So-
true.
Brian, we may have to redo that video.
With a new Oni.
With the new
With the
Oni.
new
Yeah,
new
that's
and
right.
improved Oni, yeah.
So it says here, so you can blink to 6 spots for 2 energy?
I'm not sure
Not
where
sure.
that's coming from. Let me take a look at the card again. I mean, it costs 5 energy whenever you warp. Although it's true that there is a 3 energy discount on the card as I look closer, which is
There's a
massive.
3 energy discount?
Very, very
Oh
powerful.
my gosh. What's the aura and health count there? I can't see.
So it's low aura. It starts with 90 aura, but that 3 energy means you got like some crazy abilities to
Yeah.
exploit in that. So that'll be very fun. And the colors are red and I can't see it.
Oh, is it you can warp to 1 of 6 spots, says Will,
Fair, yeah, because there'd be 6 spots that
that are presumably available.
yeah.
Right.
Huh. That's really interesting. I'm already in my mind thinking like things that you could do with this card.
And it's a red and blue champion, so
Okay.
very cool. It used to be, I believe it was only red, right? Wasn't it in the past?
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah, so now it's red and blue. Also, in case people missed that subtle reveal at the end of the video, Oni is in a relationship with Rain, who is a demon, which might explain a little bit of why the heck there's a human champion off in the woods commanding demons on what to do and kind of leading a demon strike force. So fascinating. It's going to be interesting. I can promise you there will be more lore for Oni coming up in the very near future as we delve into
Wow.
that a bit to reveal the story of how that all came to be.
Well, I'm definitely shipping Oni and Rain. So
Yeah.
I wish them well. I'm into it. It's cool.
Not what I saw coming.
No.
Oh, no.
No.
I didn't think many people would
No.
would think Oni was gonna be coming back and be the final champion for this set, but we're excited. It's another one of those cool things where if there's something that we thought we could improve on, we wanted to, and some people really love Oni and wanted to see Oni get to shine, and Oni is going to be a central character moving forward, which is exciting.
That's really cool.
Now, from an art standpoint, when you showed the card in that video that didn't have the text on it,
Yeah.
and you had the full moon and the zoomed out, I'd love to see a full art of that card.
Mm.
The artwork is just gorgeous.
Yeah. Do you know who the artist on this card is off the top of your head?
Looking at the camera, I think it's Constance.
Oh, okay.
So-
It's very well done.
Yeah, I love it.
And you know what? Good job on that video too, by the way.
Oh, did you like that? Thank you.
Yeah, that was really cool.
I'm glad. I've really enjoyed getting to tell a bit of a story with the character introductions. Um, and now that we've revealed all the champions for Metamorphosis, I'll get to devote a little bit more time to my text-based lore of the chapters on the website and all that, where I'll get to delve into some more really exploring the backstory for some of these characters and what's going on as we enter the Metamorphosis. I mean, it's pretty interesting to know now, if you were watching that video, that basically 6 years ago, the Metamorphosis would have been prevented if a certain young champion and her mother were both murdered that night and the bloodline got wiped out. That was one of the reveals in the video, is 6 years ago when that village got burned down, and basically young Erica's mother has went missing, and then Erica's whole life changed. She's been homeless ever since. All of that happened because if that bloodline would have got wiped out, then the metamorphosis that's affecting the whole universe now apparently wouldn't have happened. So there's a lot of interesting stories to tell on why some people are trying to cause it, why some people are trying to stop it, who's the good guys, who's the bad guys, what's going on, cats and dogs working together. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be fun. So lots of cool stuff to delve into in the future as we move forward.
Mass hysteria.
Mass hysteria.
I like the comment here by Madtown Hobby. Constance drawing an agent of change. Love the irony.
Love the irony. Mhm.
That's cute.
Yeah, so it's been really fun.
Oh, and Marcus is already doing some meta in the chat, so that didn't take long.
Yeah, thinking about what to run with it. So
Awesome. I love it. You know what? This is the kind of uh, so far the champions that you've revealed in this set are really adding new things to the game
mhm.
that make it fresh. Because I mean, it'd be easy enough to just do variations on the same sort of things, but with this card and especially the two-sided cards in particular, you're adding some interesting meta that it's going to take people a while to really sort out. And that, to me anyway, that's very exciting.
Yeah, we definitely we had a lot of ideas in which we thought the game could get improved a bit and boundaries could get pushed a little bit, ways the gameplay could get a little more diverse, a little more exciting. And I think this set, being the first set that the new team has designed literally from the ground up. Keep in mind, this is kind of like this is a bit of our coming out party as a company, right? This is the set that we've been telling people, wait and give us a chance and see what we can do. And as of today, now everybody has seen a great starting point for where we want to go and what we can do. We've got 8 brand new champions that were all designed by our company, starting with Will, who had the concepts for all of them, and then
Yeah.
as a team, we've all worked on them
Shout out to
together.
Will in the chat.
Yep, shout
How's it
out to
going?
Will,
Great work.
designing
Good
some
job.
great things, and I'm really excited. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I really feel like Metamorphosis is going to be the best received set yet. I really believe that. And now that we're done revealing the champions, in another week or two, we're going to be revealing another very exciting gameplay mechanic that some non-champion cards are going to be introducing to the game. That Jeff and I have both said on previous streams, we think that'll be equally as exciting to players as the champions we revealed. So we're kind of like at the halfway point of what we think is going to be the excitement coming out for big game-changing things in the new set.
Is it lightsabers?
Is it lightsabers?
That would be
That would be wild. Like ones in the game or ones you could play with at the table to like attack your opponent.
I was thinking like Raha shooting lightsabers instead of arrows.
Ooh, nice.
Mostly, I just want to make the sounds.
I mean, I'd let you make the sounds while we're playing. I don't mind if you want to pretend that.
That's why we're friends.
Right? That's right. That's right. Will says, when there's a will, there's a way. That's right, Will. Yeah, it's cheesy, but it's true. I love it. We're all very grateful to have Will bringing so many fresh ideas to the game, and we're very happy that we're in a position where we can enable him to push the boundaries a little bit, take a few more chances than the game did in the past.
Take him off the leash.
Yeah. So yeah, that's exciting. I also, there's one really cool thing about Oni that's going to get delved into a fair bit in the story moving forward that I'm very excited to share too. It's something that Janice and Jeff and I, we all agreed on, that we wanted to take this step together as a company, and moving the game forward into the future. We're really excited and proud of the fact that when we delve into the story in the background, which again is not mandatory to enjoy the game, you could ignore all the lore altogether if you want. But for people who enjoy the story and enjoy where the world is going and where the world is getting bigger for Genesis, the in-game play world, I mean, I think people are going to be really excited to hear that Oni is going to be revealed in the story as the first ever non-binary champion, which I'm really excited about as well.
Interesting.
We've said publicly many times that we want to make sure that there's a champion or a character in the game for everybody out there. We want this to be the most relatable game possible. We want everybody to feel included. We want everybody to feel like there's someone they can relate to on an emotional level or on a connection. And we want everybody to know that we care about everyone as players. So we're excited to begin this exciting new journey of representation of the game by exploring Oni's past. Perhaps you might even find that something to do with Oni's self-image and self-awareness might have been part of the reason why he was why they were a champ, not he, why they were a champion who only had one color when everybody else had two. So we're going to explore these kind of things.
So it's thematically on point as well.
Yes, it's going to be relevant for the story. So
That when you were reading the attacks and everything on the card, you kept saying they, and I thought you were just referring to the card, but realizing now that that was very intentional.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah, it's cool. It's very exciting. I'm very excited. This is something I really wanted is I wanted to help make sure that Genesis is a really inclusive game and everybody feels represented and we're starting it. And I'm excited to not just say the words, but back it up and give people what they need to be included.
That's awesome.
We're not leaving anyone behind in this. We're making sure everybody has some things that matter in the game.
That's terrific. I think this is a really cool card, and I think people are going to dig it.
That's awesome. I don't have a lot of chat tonight. It's going to be a little bit shorter stream than usual, because
Oh, it's because Jeff's not here to be like blah 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 blah. blah.
but I will
Love you, Jeff. Just kidding.
I will say that again, a reminder for people that if you want to be able to get your hands on a card to officially spoil, you can go ahead and reach out to us at here. Let me see if I can bring this up while I talk. Is it this one? No, wait. Where's my email address? I'm so unprofessional today. Why am I not seeing
Probably
it?
make him nervous, Brian.
Oh, there it is. That's why.
Aha.
There we go. If you're a content creator and you'd love to be able to spoil some cards from Metamorphosis, reach out to us at hello@edgeofexile.com and we will get you added to the list for people that we are going to be granting spoilers to and promoting in the future.
That's cool.
Brian, I must say it's cool seeing this side of the camera because every time we watch the show,
Right.
you know, we know how OBS works.
Yeah.
We use it all the time. But this is a whole different version of it.
Yeah.
I'm watching it just as much as I'm watching the content of what we're doing tonight.
These, for Matt Town Hobby recap, these are all the champions of Matt, or these are all the new champions. These are all the champions for Matt. There are 8 champions in the set. This was the final one. I think next week we're going to start spoiling some other cards. I have no idea actually which cards we're going to tackle first. That's kind of in Jeff's realm for the spoilers and all that. Cardboard Court says he will not be doing a spoiler. Already spoken to Jeff, but that's too bad. Hopefully in the future we'll be able to get you some content. The Cardboard Courts is probably just so happy after seeing Erica summoning wolves. He's like, that's it. I'm done. That was good. I'm golden. So
Not a tiger.
And I see
Not a
here
tiger.
that Janice has written down everyone's name, and we'll do a second wheel next week.
Ah, that's great. Yes, I didn't even think of that, but without Jeff here tonight, we can't really do the Wheel of Names and give away a prize. So very cool. Thank you, Janice, for making a list of all the people who've been watching tonight so that we can make sure that everybody gets included for a chance to win. Everybody who's here tonight gets a chance to win next week when we will do 2 draws.
Make sure you comment on the stream, huh?
Yeah, make sure you comment on the stream.
No, you.
Oh, I comment.
Yeah.
I did.
Oh, good. Perfect.
Oh, but I was logged in as Imperial Pulse.
Uh-huh.
But that's okay. It'll be all right. I'll survive.
What do you think? I think we should maybe just watch the video reveal one more time before we call
Yeah,
it.
because
tonight.
some people got here a bit late, so
Yeah.
we can play it one more time. And and enjoy it.
Yeah. So we'll take one more look here at the reveal, and then when we come back, we'll say goodbye for the night. Unless there's any questions that come up in the chat. So
Yeah, man.
we'll be back in just a couple minutes. In the meantime, enjoy this second look at the final champion coming in Metamorphosis.
The world is in
Metamorphosis. And this is the Devil's Logo.
demons. I know what you think. It's what I thought. It's what everyone thinks. You think you would know a demon if you were confronted with one, if it asked you to do it a favor. You'd think you'd recognize a demon with its leathery wings and fangs, just the embodiment of evil. But that's what everybody thinks. And quite frankly, everyone is wrong. And sure, you're run-of-the-mill demons that just want to hurt people and get up to mischief, or maybe wipe out a few villages. Those demons, you can see them a mile away. But sometimes anyone can be in a beautiful place and be seduced by someone who has a beautiful face. More often than not, that's how many sad victims have lost their souls. Not through promises of power and glory and wealth or revenge.
Yeah, I call
Often through promises
he
of
did a
love
job.
and passion
Yes.
and belonging. And that's what would lead to this fateful night 6 years ago, and how a human champion would be giving orders to demons. Tell me you know what to do.
We are to wait until the sun's final light fades into nothingness. You will be guarding the village near the river's edge.
Took me a while looking through it.
When we approach, you will ensure no one sounds the alarm. Then we will begin burning the buildings to the ground.
And if anyone should manage to escape their building,
We will make sure there are no survivors. The metamorphosis cannot happen if we wipe out the champion's bloodline today.
good. Just remember, failure will not be tolerated. The champion's bloodline must be wiped out now, and the metamorphosis must be prevented. And if you fail, you'll be lucky if I'm the one who deals with you. I have a feeling my lover is much less forgiving.
Sorry, but that took me a minute to find the right buttons. This computer is giving me nothing but trouble today. But I hope everybody enjoyed the video again. We tried to hide a lot of subtle little details in the story there. So lots of little hints on where things are going to go in the future. I'm really excited.
I can't wait to build a deck with Oni.
Yeah.
Whoever would have thought you'd say that?
Yeah, exactly.
Rightfully so. Oni's going to get the respect that they've deserved all along. I'm
That's
excited
right.
for it. So, yeah. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in tonight. It's been a real pleasure. Especially, it's been fun to mix things up and get joined by my good friends Joe, still Joe that is, and Inferno Pits from Imperial Pools, If you haven't been watching oh, it's my pleasure. Thank you for being here. If you're not familiar with them, you should be familiar with them. They do some great booster pack opening videos and some gameplay content and all sorts of things on YouTube. You can find them at their channel by going to youtube.com/the@Imperial Pulls. That's how it works.
You can also go to imperialpulls.com.
Oh, you guys have like a fancy website?
Sure do.
Nice. They even have a website.
And TikTok.
And
And
TikTok.
TikTok.
Hey, we're on TikTok too.
Yeah.
TikTok
a little
too.
TikTok, yes, the sequel. TikTok
Wow.
2. Yes, yes.
Yeah. Soon we'll be on X's and O's. It's not as good. It's
Is that a Twitter thing? X's?
ugh.
Ooh.
Thanks for having us. It's been really fun to be here and to be in the last stream here in the store. It's really fun to talk to all you nice folks and talk about Genesis, which is always fun.
Yeah. For anybody who can make it, definitely think about coming up to Midland on Saturday this coming weekend because it's going to be the final Genesis night here at North of Exile Games. For anybody local after that, I'll be helping out at Jackson Queen and Elmville, which is only a 20-minute drive away. But the last one here with the ice cream and the Genesis and all that's going to be a big time, great time. Can't wait to see everybody there as we say goodbye to the store and move on to the next chapter.
Bigger and better things.
Yep, bigger and better things. Keep Genesis growing and going. It's going to be exciting. Thanks everybody for tuning in tonight. It's been a lot of fun. On behalf of my good friends, Brian and still Joe, my name's Jason. Take care, stay safe out there, and we'll see you later beyond the Edge of Exile.